Now, as we get ready for the new year, some of you may be thinking of resolutions, then that could be decreasing your social media use, all that scrolling you just lay in bed doing. Well, studies have shown that the average person spends almost 45% of our waking hours on screen. And I say hour because I know I'm included in that. And they can be linked to decreased attention spans, worse mental health, and poor sleep. But experts say that there may be a solution. It's a digital detox of sorts, not only logging off of social media, but unplugging electronics completely, which sounds so wild in today's world, right? So we're talking no phones, no tablets, no computers, not even TV. Well, you know what? I'm not going to say no TV here, but does this really work? Joining me now for more on this is ABC News medical contributor Dr. Alok Patel and our very own Samara Theodore, who just finished a social media detox herself. Welcome to you both. So, Samara, I'm going to start with you. Why did you need to feel like you needed to disconnect? Look at this. I'm dropping things. See, this is why I need to disconnect, because I'm not paying attention. Why did you feel like you needed to disconnect?
I think the reasons for me were more personal. I was going through so much in my life. As you know, I've shared with you and my following on social media. My sister was sick at the time, and she had been diagnosed with cancer. And then I was going through my own personal issues with my divorce. So it was very layered. But I knew that I needed a space where I would have the mental bandwidth and capacity to be able to take this on. But I think I also got added benefits along the way that I realized once I started to take digital detox.
What were the added benefits?
What she said, my attention span, my ability to have conversations for long periods of time really expanded with one another or with people. I was able to be very present in moments with people where they may be picking up their phone. I was just there experiencing the moment. And my anxiety decreased because it made the world more digestible around me, and it made me remember what's real and what's really important.
Do you feel like you're more mindful now with picking up the phone? Yeah.
Absolutely. I definitely see the difference. I did a full year off, right? So I was one whole year without any form of social media. And I highly recommend, maybe not that long, but taking digital detoxes sporadically.
All right, Dr. Patel, let's bring you in, because what are some of the health benefits of giving yourself a break from all this technology all around us?
Well, first, I'm slow clapping Samara for taking a year off of social media and going on that personal journey. I think for a lot of people, if you put your phones down, one of the first things you'll notice is improved social connection. You will have a conversation with people around you. This may also improve your productivity, your attention span, your sleep, and take away from some of the negative emotions we get when we compare ourselves to others, or we have FOMO, which I do, Gio, all the time. As part of a special for ABC, I also went without social media, but only for 3 days. It felt like it was 1999. I was listening to the radio. I was more focused in the gym. I was reading an actual physical book. I think in the end, there's a lot of benefits that we see from technology and social media, but it's important that people go on that own individual journey, and you'll learn something about yourself if you put your devices down.
You do learn something about yourself, as Samara did, because some people might argue that, you need this technology to check in with your family, to check the weather, right? To check the weather. You might need that. Did you find yourself just using it in a different way now? Like, what happened with that?
Absolutely. It redefined why I use social media. To your point, there is an interconnectedness that comes along with social media that I can't negate, that I did miss. But I can also say that instead of just keeping tabs because I could see a lot of my friends' videos and stuff, I'm like, oh, they're okay. Now it made me more intentionally reach out to them. What's really going on in your life? I need to know the ins and outs, because a little picture's not going to do it. And it can feel like we have this false sense of interconnectedness. But, I think that there are goods that come with it. I'm not knocking it. I'm back on it. But I'm using it as a means to connect with our viewers, bring information, and then I get out of there. I try not to spend too much time.
Well, I love that you just said that, because so often people share things that they're proud of, things that they're happy about, and they're not truly sharing everything about their life.
Right.
And so you were now able to go deep and personal with people.
Absolutely. I can get very vulnerable, and it really makes me reach out to those in my actual immediate circle in real life.
I love that. Dr. Patel, what are some signs that you may need this digital detox?
Some of the signs, Gio, could be very similar to addiction from other substances or practices as well, because we get this hit of dopamine, a happy hormone, when we look at our phones and we see a notification, an update. We keep scrolling. So if you are getting emotionally dependent, or it's impairing your social, your work, your productive life, if it's affecting your sleep, even if it's leading to risky behaviors such as inappropriate conversations, shopping, gambling, texting while driving, which drives me insane when I see it. Those are signs that you need to take a break. There are also some physical signs as well: eye strain, headaches, decreased sleep, or even problems with your neck, or we call it tech neck. And this applies to kids and teens as well. So keep an eye out for young people out there who might be scrolling too much. In general, if you think you need a break, you probably do. It's going to be great for you.
Yeah, that tech neck. That's why I try to hold the phone up here, but it makes you actually want to use the phone less because it's all the way up here. And it's not exactly the most comfortable.
It hurts. It hurts.
It does. Yeah. ABC News medical contributor Dr. Alok Patel and Samara Theodore, thank you both so much for this great conversation.